Yes, of course, if he misses it and leaves the red on, there could be a further twist, so he doesn't want any of that to happen. To be fair, he's given this his full care and attention. But this is the kind of red, if he does miss it, it stays over the pocket. Very nice.
49.
Right, 50 points the difference. 51 on, but being on the colour, I don't expect him to be too concerned about playing on a red from here somehow.
$54.
Safety it is, but it looks
Dave Gilbert,
that Gilbert, if Martin Gould doesn't get snookers, he's going to win this match 10 frames to 8 and go into the second round.
He won't feel he's quite there until he sees another red go in. There's only one snooker to tie, and the black just flicked out slightly easier from Martin Gould on that previous shot, so just one more red should absolutely clinch it. It'll be the biggest victory of his playing career.
Yes, and also he hasn't really played great in this session, like a barrage of breaks from him in the first session, but in this second session he's only made one break over 30 so far, 42. That's taken away, of course, the 54 he's made in this frame, so not the highest of standard, but at the end of the day, that's all you do is get to 10 before the other guy. That's a great shot in the middle.
One.
Never give himself a chance to get on the black, because he needs 3 blacks really, just needs 1 4-point snooker then, but if he takes any a colour of a lower number, he'd need more than 1 snooker.
And this must go in though, really has to. And now it does get interesting, because it's all about that red down the table. Here's the pot that had to go in. He stayed down on it, he wasn't certain. He can get on the black from this, then he gets a almost guaranteed snooker on the final red.
Nine.
Well, it's not bad, he came very close to it, didn't leave him much margin for error. Well, still maybe a twist here. He should get a snooker here. He would like the red to be out in the middle of the table, maybe near a bulk colour as well.
16.
That makes all the difference.
Martin Gould.
That is actually
60.
a snooker. I wasn't sure at first. Might be one that he could swerve. He could have played it better, but he has actually got a snooker.
Yes, he's saying about the swerve, but of course if he gets too much on and he hits the blue, then Martin Gould could win. If he misses the red, he could only tie. Well, he's got the swerve. Could be in trouble again here though.
Oh, nothing's ever easy, is it, in life? Hits the snooker and he's virtually guaranteed to be in one. Once again, in behind the yellow with the cue ball. Again, it's a question of where the red finishes that's important.
Well, if Gilbert was sharp enough, he'd be looking there at the the point of contact, the red mid on the cushion, to follow it with the white, like they do in golf when a putt goes past the hole.
I reckon that's the safest option, up and down. That's quite a big target that way. He's got many ways he can hit directly. Well, he's looking at a different way. I just thought it was a safe way of playing it directly off the side cushion first, bottom cushion first. It's quite a big target, I think. Because you've got to get the equipment out from under the table as well. That's got to be the way to go here.
Yes, well, look, I think the cue ball was too tight to the yellow to go off the other cushion. You need a lot of side. But it's certainly the safest way, Neil. What he can't do is give more than 4 points away.
Yeah, he certainly won't do that from this shot, and shouldn't leave a free ball if he plays it slowly, but you'd give him a good chance of hitting this. For a second, he must have wondered if he was going to go around the back of it. That was a heart-stopping moment.
Another snooker. There's 3 in the spin. Doesn't help with the pressure that Dave Gilbert's under.
I think he's looking to see if he can go around the back of this, if there's enough room. I think that was what he looked at. If he doesn't think so, then he could play off the right-hand side cushion into the red. Again, you'd expect him to get it. Don't see any other shot.
Well, it's straightforward, one cushion escape really, but under pressure it's not. He'd normally hit this at pace, but of course he doesn't want to hit it at pace and miss it. He's going to leave the ball on. It doesn't look from here that he can get to past the black and get off the cushion to hit the red.
That looks a difficult shot, doesn't it? The swerve. I guess it all comes down to whether there's enough room to go around the back of this, and that's would be the worst possible scenario. Well, he's entitled to punch the air. It was a fluke, but David Gilbert is absolutely thrilled by that. And who would deny him this wonderful moment?
Dave Gilbert, 1.
Martin thinking about carrying on, but that was a massive moment. He must be so relieved. 40 points in it. Here it is, made good contact, had no idea about that. And he's entitled to punch the air, I'd say. That's what it means to him. I guess when he was 9-5 up and saw back-to-back centuries, he probably thought he was never going to get this winning frame. Well, here's how he felt about the fluke going in. Great moment for David Gilbert. He looked round, apologised. I don't know if he thought he was going to get the handshake, but he was certainly saying sorry. I don't suppose Martin was all that impressed. A strange old conclusion this, isn't it? There's been a lot of tension in the last few minutes, but you feel that it's all got a bit quiet. David Gilbert has done enough. He's just got to make sure he doesn't do anything silly going off or give a glimmer of hope to Martin Gould. And that surely is it now.
2.
As I say, I think he's been a bit of an unlucky player over the years, missed out on getting on the tour a few times, dropped off once or twice. He's always been a good player. Generous applause there for Martin Gould, and look at that, what a wonderful moment. But it is David Gilbert, it's the biggest win of his playing career, and he's got every right to be absolutely thrilled.